Have you ever wondered how superyachts maintain security in high-risk areas? It's no simple task, that's for sure. Superyacht security is a multifaceted discipline requiring a robust set of communication protocols and emergency procedures, particularly when navigating areas with known risks. Cruising along the Indian Ocean, where the beauty of the landscape is stunning, can at times be marred by the lurking threat of piracy. Here, staying safe isn't just about locking your doors at night, it's about being prepared for any eventuality. It involves gathering intelligence on current threats, preparing your crew for possible scenarios, and having a solid plan of action in case you encounter trouble. It's about ensuring that your journey is as secure as it is enjoyable, because peace of mind isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. So, are you ready to dive into the world of superyacht security? Stay tuned as we delve into the step-by-step guide on setting up communication protocols and emergency procedures for your superyacht. Before setting out on your voyage, a thorough pre-voyage briefing is critical. This is when we gather valuable intelligence about the current threats in the area we plan to navigate. It's a time to study, to learn, and to prepare. We dive deep into the latest piracy tactics observed off the African coast, arming ourselves with knowledge that could be the difference between a secure voyage and a perilous one. We don't stop there. We also review the International Maritime Bureau's piracy reports for any recent incidents. These reports serve as a practical guide, alerting us to the real risks that other vessels have experienced. It's like having a map that warns us of the dangers ahead, enabling us to plan our course with a clear understanding of what we might encounter. The pre-voyage briefing is more than just a meeting, it's a strategic session, a vital part of our preparation. It's about equipping every member of the crew with the necessary knowledge to react swiftly and effectively to any potential threats. It's about fostering a shared sense of responsibility, cultivating a team that's ready to face whatever the open seas might throw at us. The pre-voyage briefing sets the stage for a secure voyage by ensuring everyone understands the potential threats. Remember, the success of any voyage starts long before the anchor is lifted. It starts here, in the briefing room, with thorough preparation and a clear understanding of the challenges ahead. Maintaining regular communication while on the voyage is crucial for ensuring safety. Let's break it down. When we speak of regular communication, we're referring to scheduled check-ins. These are pre-planned routine communications with a designated shore-based contact. This could be a harbour master back at your home port, a trusted contact at your destination, or even a dedicated communication specialist in your crew. The key is to have someone who is aware of your journey, who expects to hear from you at certain times, and who is equipped to raise the alarm should your check-ins suddenly go quiet. Now, the method of communication is equally important. Consider the use of satellite communication, especially when you're in high-risk areas. This ensures a reliable, real-time and global connection, keeping you in touch no matter how remote your location might be. However, regular check-ins are just half of the story. What happens when things go wrong? This is where distress communication comes in. In times of distress, it's vital to have an open channel with international maritime authorities. Know the frequencies for the Maritime Security Centre, Horn of Africa, and UK Maritime Trade Operations. These agencies are equipped to respond swiftly and efficiently to maritime emergencies. And then there's the ship's panic button, a silent alarm that, when pressed, sends an immediate alert to the authorities. It's a last resort to be used if you're under threat and communication via other means is not possible or safe. It's important to remember that these procedures are not just for emergencies. Regular communication and check-ins serve to keep your shore-based contacts informed of your progress and any changes in your situation. They help to build a picture of normality against which any deviation can be quickly spotted and acted upon. In conclusion, proper communication is more than just a lifeline in times of distress. It's a proactive measure, a way to preempt problems and ensure a swift response when needed. Remember, proper communication can mean the difference between a safe voyage and a disastrous situation. In the unfortunate event of an incident, it's important to know how to report it properly. The initial step should be to alert the nearest coastal authority. They are best positioned to dispatch immediate help if required. This can be done through radio or satellite communication channels, depending on your location. The second crucial step is to report the incident to the International Maritime Bureau's Piracy Reporting Center. This bureau plays a critical role in monitoring global maritime security, and your report can help them track patterns and identify heightened risk areas. Finally, it's important to document the incident thoroughly. Detailed accounts from all crew members can provide invaluable insights into the incident. These accounts can aid in investigations and potentially help prevent similar incidents in the future. This process may be difficult, but it's an essential part of maintaining maritime security. Post-incident reporting ensures that the necessary authorities are informed and can take appropriate action. When a potential threat is identified, having a clear set of emergency procedures can save lives. It's not enough to simply be aware of potential dangers. It's crucial to know the steps to take should a threat become imminent. Let's walk through this together. Upon spotting a potential piracy threat, the first order of business is to raise the alarm on board. However, it's vital to do this in a way that doesn't alert the potential pirates. This could be a coded message or a specific alarm sequence. Immediately after, initiate evasive maneuvers to make boarding more difficult. This could range from zigzagging to increasing speed or altering course. At this point, the crew should swiftly move to pre-assigned roles. Some will be tasked with navigating the vessel, while others prepare non-lethal defenses. It's essential that every member of the crew knows their role and can perform it without hesitation. Now, if boarding seems imminent despite these efforts, it's time to take more drastic measures. Send a distress signal and your position to international authorities. This is where having an open channel with maritime authorities is a lifesaver. Next, the crew and passengers retreat to the designated safe room, often referred to as the Citadel. This location should be well fortified, stocked with independent communication equipment, food, water, and medical supplies, and capable of being locked down from the inside. Once inside the Citadel, lock it down and maintain communication with external authorities from there. It's important to stay calm and patient during this time. Remember, help is on the way. While in the Citadel, take a roll call to ensure all persons are accounted for. This information will be crucial for the responding law enforcement. Keep them updated with your situation and follow their instructions closely. Do not leave the Citadel until the all-clear is given by trusted authorities. These steps might seem overwhelming, but regular drills and a well-prepared crew can make them second nature. It's important to remember that the goal is to protect the lives on board, not the vessel or the valuables it may carry. Now, while these procedures are designed with piracy in mind, they are also applicable to other threats, whether it's an onboard fire, a medical emergency, or even a natural disaster. Having a well-rehearsed procedure can keep a bad situation from becoming worse. In all of this, the key is preparation. Equip your vessel with the necessary security features. Train your crew thoroughly, and most importantly, always keep your communication lines open and clear. One final note. These procedures should be customized to fit your particular vessel and crew. What works for a commercial freighter might not work for a private yacht. Take the time to review and practice these procedures regularly, tailoring them to the unique requirements of your ship and crew. Remember, in an emergency, every second counts. Having these procedures in place can make all the difference. The African coast, while beautiful, also comes with its own set of risks. As you chart your course through these waters, it's important to understand and prepare for the potential dangers that might lie ahead. First, let's discuss piracy and armed robbery. The risk of encountering pirates is real, especially off the coast of Somalia, in the Gulf of Aden and the broader Indian Ocean. These pirates are often well armed and can be violent. They typically use small boats to approach unawares and attempt to board using ladders or grappling hooks. Now, let's move to another threatening scenario: kidnapping for ransom. This is particularly prevalent in the Gulf of Guinea. Pirates in this region are known to seize vessels and crew members, holding them hostage for ransom. It's a chilling prospect, but one that should be on your radar. Then there's the risk of theft and burglary. Thieves may attempt to board the yacht when it is anchored or berthed. They can strike under the cover of darkness, making off with valuables before you've even realized anything is amiss. Corruption and extortion also pose a significant threat. Traveling in foreign waters, you may encounter local authorities or fake officials who attempt to extort money from the vessel. They may demand bribes under the guise of fines or fees, which can be a difficult situation to navigate. And let's not forget about navigational hazards. Poorly charted waters, fishing nets or equipment, and small unlit craft can pose serious risks. These hazards can damage your vessel or impede your progress, so it's essential to stay vigilant and keep a keen eye on your surroundings. Finally, we have to consider the political instability in some African coastal states. This can lead to increased security risks. The political situation can be volatile, with conflicts or civil unrest that can spill over into the maritime domain. Each one of these risks presents its own unique challenges, but awareness is the first step in mitigating them. By understanding the dangers, you can develop strategies to avoid them, prepare your crew to respond effectively, and ensure the safety of everyone on board. But remember, these protocols and procedures should be tailored to the specific vessel and crew, and regularly reviewed and practiced. Additionally, the use of private maritime security contractors could be considered for transits through high-risk areas. They can provide on-board security teams who are experienced in dealing with piracy and other maritime threats. Being aware of these risks can help you prepare and protect your vessel and crew. It's a big responsibility, but with the right knowledge and preparation, you can navigate these waters with confidence. As we've seen, preparing your vessel and crew for the open seas is a multi-step process that requires careful planning and execution. This process begins well before the voyage with gathering intelligence on current threats and briefing the crew on the latest piracy tactics. The International Maritime Bureau's piracy reports are an invaluable resource in this regard. Communication protocols are the backbone of any security plan. Establishing regular check-ins with a designated shore-based contact and having an open channel with international maritime authorities can make all the difference when navigating high-risk areas. In the event of a threat, knowing the frequencies for the Maritime Security Centre, Horn of Africa and UK maritime trade operations can help ensure a swift response from authorities. Post-incident reporting is another crucial part of the process. Reporting any incidents to the nearest coastal authority and the IMB Piracy Reporting Centre helps to alert other vessels in the area and contributes to the overall intelligence on piracy trends. Emergency procedures are the next line of defense. Upon identifying a potential piracy threat, the ability to initiate evacuation maneuvers and move crew members to pre-assigned roles can be life-saving. If boarding seems imminent, sending a distress signal and retreating to the citadel with essential communication equipment can provide a safe haven until help arrives. The risks off the African coast are varied, from piracy and armed robbery to kidnapping for ransom, theft and corruption. Each threat requires a specific response. Even navigational hazards and political instability can pose significant risks. Being aware of these risks and planning accordingly is essential. Finally, it's important to remember that these protocols and procedures should be tailored to the specific vessel and crew and regularly reviewed and practiced. The use of private maritime security contractors may also be considered for transits through high-risk areas. They can provide onboard security teams who are experienced in dealing with piracy and other maritime threats. In conclusion, the security of your superyacht is not something to take lightly. It requires careful planning, constant vigilance, and a commitment to regular training and review. But with the right protocols and procedures in place, you can navigate the open seas with confidence, knowing that you are prepared to face any threat that may arise. Remember, the safety of your crew and vessel is paramount. Take the time to establish these protocols and procedures and stay safe on the open seas.